How has the day been? I hope your day has been really good. So like I announced already, we'll be talking about social selling. There are many facets to the social selling thing, but we'll just look at the major angle, what the social selling is all about. We are in the era whereby people are, buying online, selling online, and one thing I have come to realize is for people to buy from you, they have to learn to trust you. They have to, come to that point where they believe that you have the solution to their issues. Okay, you can't just wake up one morning and then show up in the faces of people that you don't know, that you don't relate with, and then you believe they're going to buy from you. It doesn't work that way. So that's why it's important to build that relationship and be ready to invest in it if you want to get results. Yes, we want to sell, and there are many people online that are willing to buy. There are many people online that need the solution that we carry. So that's why we are looking at this topic, social selling. So we're going to look at an introduction to social selling. What is social selling? Then how do you generate interest? Okay, how do you get people to be interested in what you have to offer? And then how do you invite people to buy the right way so that you don't become a pest? You might be wondering why you have been trying so hard to share on your status and you've never sold anything. You have been updating your Instagram page and you have not sold anything from Instagram. So we're going to look at that, and then how to engage with your customers correctly. So these are some of the things we'll be looking at today. So basically, to start with, we get social every day. That is it. We get social every day. It's a normal thing. You're going to work. Even if you don't go to the office, you go to the market, you go to the junction on your street, you go to the church, you go to your children's school. So there is no way we won't connect with people. We connect with people all the time. All right, so it's normal. So what do we do with this? We are supposed to share stories and experiences. All right, so we are supposed to make use of the opportunity we have to share our stories with people. Yes, we're supposed to use that opportunity to share our stories with people, and then we share our experiences also. Then in talking to people, we recommend things we like, okay, I might just be talking with someone and the person is like, oh, I wanted to buy let me say, I'm not selling clothes, so I wanted to buy a very nice dress for my daughter. I didn't know where to go to, and then I said, oh, I bought a dress from so shop. They have very nice stuff for children and stuff like that. That's recommendation. It's just as simple as that. So that's why I actually find it funny when some people be like, I can't sell. I don't know how to recommend to people. But we do it all the time, and we don't get paid for doing that. Now, Oriflame, encourages us to recommend these amazing products that we have, and then we get paid doing it, right? So we can do this thing. We do it all the time. You tell people, oh, that's a restaurant at the junction. They have very good pounded yam. Their soup is very nice. We do recommendations all the time, right? And then we don't get paid for it. If you refer somebody to a particular restaurant, will they pay you for referring someone to them? No. But that is what we are doing in Oriflame. We are recommending products to people. Yes, welcome guys. Once you arrive, please leave a comment and let me know that you can hear me. I already started. So maybe after the whole thing, you might have to just watch the first few minutes again. Yes, so you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so I was talking about the fact that we get social every day. It's a normal thing. We reach out to people, we meet people every day, and we recommend products to people, we recommend things to people, we recommend services to people, and we don't get paid for doing that. But Oriflame wants us to do that, and then we get paid doing it, right? So there is no excuse. You can't tell me, I don't meet people, or I don't see people. You go to church, you go to your children's school, you go to the market, you go to the junction, you know, we meet people everywhere. So now, I said at the beginning that the crux of the social selling is building relationships. Like, most of the people that have bought from me is because they trust me. They believe that I can't lie to them, that I can't give them stuff that is going to harm them, because I have a reputation, right? Over the years, I have built the relationship with them. So it was not just about, oh, come and buy from me, I need your money. It has been a relationship I have built over time. So that is what this social selling is all about. We have to learn to build relationships, you know, be truly and genuinely interested in what is going on in the lives of other people. Those people on your social media, be concerned about what is going on in their lives, right? Care for people. When you care for them, they can see through you that you truly care. That it's not just that you are after their money, but that you truly care for them. So that is what social selling really is about. So social selling is more relevant now than ever before. Yes, and look at what happened due to the pandemic. Most people came online, right? So it's very important for us to know that we have to learn how to sell on social media. We have to learn how to sell on the internet. We have to learn how to do online prospecting. We have to learn how to sell online. That's the only thing that can really help us, okay, in this business. We can't do without it. Yes, there are people that are ready to buy online. We just need to be able to find them. And then we have to learn how to do it correctly so that we don't become, you know, like parasites or pests in the faces of people. Now, people trust personal opinions and recommendations more than they do advertising and marketing. So if they just see, you know, maybe a post somewhere, oh, remove all your acne. Like if I see something like that, remove or get rid of your acne in 2 days, I will just look at it and pass. Okay, but if I see somebody that I know, somebody that I trust, somebody that I've been friends with, or we have related in on one platform or the other before, telling me, oh, this was what happened to me before, see my face and look at my face now. Just like what is happening to me, you know, people that knew me from way back with all the pimples and everything, and they now see the transformation, right? They find it easier to buy from me, right? Because they can relate. They understand that, okay, this is personal. This really worked for this person, right? And there's a difference. So we need to know that people trust personal recommendations and opinions more than advertisements. So you can't, that's why I find it funny. Well, I'm still going to come to it, but I find it funny when some people will just load up their status, like with 50 pictures. You are not saying anything. You just put up picture of feminine, you put up picture of active, you put up picture of novage, you put up all manners of pictures without saying anything to anybody. They will just look at the pictures, maybe the first 3 pictures, and then they get away, right? So it's important that we know that they trust personal opinions and recommendations more than just advertisements. So what we are doing is not advertisement per se, right? It's building relationships, showing people that we care, showing people that we have the solution and that we have been there and that we have the experience. You know, people trust people with experience. It's just like in real life, somebody that has never, you know, been through infertility, he has never suffered or gone through that part, and then you are telling somebody that is waiting upon the Lord for the child for a child that don't worry, it's very easy. Why are you taking it personal or something like that? It's because you have not been there. But if the person sees somebody that has been through it, maybe she's just been waiting for 5 years, and then she sees somebody that waited for 15 years talking to her, excuse me, and somebody that has not been through it, please, who will she listen to? It's obvious. So what is the Oriflame social selling process? There's a process to it. It's like a cycle. It keeps going on and on and on. So what do? You have to share to generate interest. You share stories, you share, you know, your experience to generate interest. You know, something that is catchy, that is going to, oh, wow, really? Did that really happen? You know, so you share to generate interest, and then you invite them to buy. Okay, invite them to buy. and then you engage with your customers. So those are the three major things, and then it goes on and on like that. It goes on and on like that. You know, you share to generate interest. Maybe I just put up a post now, maybe something, I've just put up something, maybe, you know, like I put up a post about mask the other time, and then I wrote something about it, right? So something that is catchy. So you need to be able to learn to share, you know, things that will generate interest. Share stories that will generate interest, and then you invite people to buy. Yes, I'm feeling hungry. I just came in like a few minutes ago. I hope that I can do this like very quickly. Yes, so then engage with customers. Engage with customers. So that's the cycle of the Oriflame social selling process. And then how do you share to generate interest? That's the first thing we're going to look at. How do you share to generate interest? So what are you supposed to share? Relevant and authentic stories and experiences. Okay? Relevant and authentic stories and experiences. What are those things that are relevant to women? Or what are those things that you know that you know, men go through? Like, okay, someone reached out to me, a guy, and then was like, okay, he has acne, you know, this back acne, and he was looking for something. You know, I didn't talk about back acne for myself. It was just acne on my face and pimples. But he reached out to me, was like, he saw my video, he has been like following me on Facebook, and then he needs something for his back acne. And then because my husband had been through that, I was able to tell him, you know, initially when I recommended some stuff for him, he was like, you know, not responsive. But immediately I told him that, see, my husband had been through this journey, and his back is like just perfect now. You know, after a while, you know, of treating the acne on his back, he's fine. Do you understand? So people are looking for relevant and authentic stories and experiences. So you can't keep your mouth shut. Even the Yoruba people will say, "Eni to ba dake, tare a ba dake." In this business, when you want to reach out or you want to launch out to sell on social, you know, media, to sell socially, to meet with people, this business is a people business. You are not going to sell to trees. So you can't say, I'm shy, I can't talk to people. No, you have to learn to talk to people. You have to learn to, you know, reach out to people. So what do you share? Product recommendations and reviews. So you can do a review. You can, like, I was going to do a review of our perfume, like the Infinita. I got the perfume, but I have not had time to record it, you know. So you can just pick any product of your choice that you really love, and then do a review. You know, you tell them the benefits, what are the ingredients, why should they, you know, like, just do a review, all right? And you can recommend, oh, I had this and this worked for me, right? I was dealing with this and this was what I did, you know. Then you can also share beauty tips and tutorials. Just like I tell people, don't just go and screenshot pictures of all the products in the catalog and then put it on your status. No, that's not how to do it. You're supposed to share beauty tips and tutorials. Oh, how do you, like, I'm planning to do a makeup video. I'm going to show people like how I apply the small makeup that I do. You know, less is more. That's what we do. So how do you make that difference with very little? What are the products, you know? And then as I am applying it, that way it's going to catch the interest. Remember, we are talking about sharing to generate interest. And then finally, you can share product news and offers from the catalog. Oh, we have a new oil. Oh, we have a new lipstick that is not going to smudge on your mask. I hope you know that, guys, that our new lipstick will not smudge if you wear your mask, like regularly. If you wear your mask, or you may kiss the bride, the husband is going to end up swallowing all the lipstick, you know. Our new lipstick is smudge free, right? If you wear your mask, it's not going to stain it. It's stain free. It's a smart, you know, product. So these are some of the things you can share. So I will go over it again quickly. What to share: relevant and authentic stories and experiences, product recommendations and reviews, beauty tips and tutorials, how to do this, how to share this. You know, like I did a video of how to properly wash your face some time ago, or how to properly cleanse your face, right? Then we have product news and offers from the catalog. So those are the things you can share to generate interest. Remember, that's the first thing. Share to generate interest. So where should you share? Two options. You can share face to face, and then you can share on social media. We are social beings, guys. You can't say I did not find people to talk to. That is not an excuse, please. There are people everywhere. If you don't have people in your estate that you can reach out to, there are people in the market, there are people in your church, there are people everywhere. In your children's school, there are people that come to pick up their children too, or come to drop their children. You can just give them something, or take their number, or give them something. So there are people. So you can share face to face at different places, at a networking event, at a cafe, at work, at parties and dinners, at school, at the gym, if you go to the gym, okay, in your neighborhood. So these are places where you can share face to face. Then on social media, you can share on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, chat groups. You can join groups in you know, Facebook, or on Facebook. You can share on YouTube. Like I have some videos about skincare on my YouTube, about perfumes on my YouTube. Okay, so you can share on Telegram. So those are some of the places you can share. So those are the two places you can share. You can share face to face, and then you can share on social media. Now know that social selling starts with a story. It all starts with a story. You must have a story. Why? Stories engage. Stories attract people. Stories intrigue people. Stories, you know, bring about that interest. Okay, so like, well, I've always shared my story of how I transformed, or how my face transformed from bland to glam. You know, I've been out all day. I just came back a few minutes, like I said, and I'm not looking that bad, right? See my face, still looking pink. Is anyone here? I've not even seen any comments, so I don't know if it's from my hand. I can't see any comments, but I can see people watching, but I can't see any comments. Please drop a comment if you are watching. Let me know that you are here, please. Okay, so like I was saying, it all starts with a story. Stories engage, they intrigue, they move, and then motivate people to take action. So you need to know the story about Oriflame. We have looked at that before. What does Oriflame stand for? The basic things. Oriflame stands for nature. Oriflame wants you to look good. Oriflame is about, you know, it's not just about how you look, but how you feel, okay? So you need to understand the Oriflame story. We are from Stockholm. We are Beauty by Sweden, you know, stuff like that. So that's it. So it all starts with a story. So what is our Beauty by Sweden all about? The Beauty by Sweden, healthy lifestyle. We are up for healthy lifestyle. We don't want to fall sick using all this concoction. Like I keep saying it, there's so much concoction in the world today. Like they will just conjure something. They just okay, let's add 10 mils of quinacol acid, and then 2 mils of this thing, you know, without proper investigation, without proper laboratory investigation. And for Oriflame, we do proper scientific investigation before we put out any product, okay? So these are some of the things you should share in your story. When you're talking about Oriflame, you know that we want you to live a healthy lifestyle, right? Then we are about beautiful skin. I believe so much that if your skin is really beautiful, you don't need too much makeup, right? You don't need to deck up with concealer. Like I don't use concealer. I don't even need it. What do I need it for? I don't need it for anything, right? You just need very little. I just put a little, just one small pump of foundation is what I use. You know, I just dab it in my skin and I'm good to go. And I carry that from morning till night and I'm fine, right? So we are about beautiful skin, and then we're about personal expression. You know, I was telling someone I do these things for myself. It makes me feel good when I look at my face in the mirror, like after I applied the oil for the first time this morning, yes, I actually launched my facial oil this morning. So when I applied it, I was just looking at myself, oh, more, see fine girl, like see face, like just, you know, see my face just blinging, just shining like glass, right? So we want to express ourselves, we want to be, you know, confident in our own skin, you know, just love upon ourselves, right? That is what we want for people. So those are the things that we share. That is what we stand for. That's what our products help you do. Your products help you to live a healthy lifestyle. Your product will not harm you in any way. Our products will help you, you know, have beautiful skin. Like I was listening to a celebrity yesterday, not in the country anyway, and the person was talking about the fact that if you want to know, this is like an Oyibo woman, which was talking about, and I was like, wow, yes, I resonate with it. I'm a skincare consultant, you know, and she was talking about the fact that if you want to know how much stress somebody has gone through, look at the person's skin, look at the person's eyes. You see the dark circles. Like I've seen people on TV sometimes, like you know that they get on you, but you just see the stress. You can see the high bags. Like, look at me. I've been gone since morning. I don't even look like I've been stressed out, and I've been stressed out. Yeah, my colleague, if she's watching this, will know that we know what I've been through today. I've been through so much at work today, so much stress. But then, you know, I don't look it. I don't look like what I've been through, right? So that is what Oriflame products help us do. It helps us, you know, have beautiful skin. We'll be able to express ourselves. Oh, finally, I can see the comments. All right. Hey, thank you, Coach Yabo. Still looking good. Thank you. Thank you. See, fine girl. Now, so fine girl. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy something. Okay, so that's that. Oriflame, we are all about sustainability. We want you to live a healthy lifestyle. We are inspired by nature. Our products, we don't use GMOs. We have over 100 scientists working on our product. Then we responsibly source our ingredients. We don't destroy nature. Oriflame makes sure that we don't you know, use things and then they go into extinction or stuff like that. We are very mindful of nature, right? And then we don't use products or ingredients that are already chemically modified, genetically modified in any way. Then we have state-of-the-art R&D facilities, then decades of industry experience. Oriflame is not one of these women in I don't know, the markets, wherever, you know, that will just mix one chemical and another chemical together. No, Oriflame has been for over 50 years. You know, they've been doing research. Look at our new Ultimate Lift. They have been on that research, to get that perfect product for about 7 years, working on one single product. So it's not something we just wake up and then say, see, let's just make hyaluronic acid and salicylic acid. Let's just mix it together. No, they go through proper research to get the best products. Everything they use, they are natural. Natural extracts, natural exfoliants, everything is nature-based. Then our products of high quality. I'm sorry, I tell people, I say, I don't do Chinese on my skin. I'm sorry, I won't do Chinese on my skin. You know, Europeans are very high on standards. They don't joke with their standards. And that's why I trust Oriflame products like anything. So we know we have different products. So let's get to it. How do you create and share product stories? Practical. We're going practical now. Creating and sharing product stories. How do you create and share product stories? I hope we are following. We have talked about what social selling is. I've talked about where to share. Okay. How to share to get engagement, or what do you share to get people interested in what you have to offer. So we're quickly going to look at what product stories are. why they are important, why is it important that you have or create social, product stories, and where will you share them. Now, many of us, it's not as if we are not, into activities to try to let people know what we have or what we have to sell or the solution that we carry, but we are doing it wrongly. That's the problem. So please pay attention to this part. As you are getting it, please, if possible, drop it in the comment section. Just write what you are hearing me, or whichever one relates to you. So there are do's and don'ts when it comes to creating product stories. Number one, let's talk about the do's. What are the things you should do if you want to create an effective product story? Number one, make sure it is very short. Don't make it 15 minutes. The attention span of many people is very, very low. Okay, so make sure that your product story is what? Short. Make it short, sweet, catchy. All right, make it short and sweet. If possible, 1 minute. If possible, don't make it 15 minutes or 20 minutes. They won't watch. Once they watch the first 1 minute, the attention span is gone. They are looking for another video to watch, right? So make it short. Then make sure that your story is relatable. They can relate with your story. Don't start saying things that are maybe things that are common to people in the UK, or people that is be talking about snow, how snow is affecting the skin. Excuse me, what is your business with snow when you are here? Are you inside the snow? You are not inside the snow now. You are inside the tropics. So make sure that your story is relatable. People can relate with it, and it is authentic. It sounds original. Don't go and be copying. We learn from other people, but what I do is when I see someone sharing something and I say, okay, I try to do my own. Okay, make it authentic. People will relate with you more when they see, oh wow, she's the one saying it herself. So it's not every time. It's good, you can share other people's videos, you can share other people's stories, but at least you should create your own too. Make it relatable, make it authentic. Then focus on what the results mean to you. How did it make you feel? How did it make you feel? Like, I would not get tired of telling my story of how I feel about my skin, as in how I feel about my face now. It makes me feel so good. I feel so good about myself. Someone was like, oh wow, you're looking good for your husband. I said, it's not because of him I was doing it though. I was doing it because of myself. Even though at the end of the day, he really appreciates it, and he says it all the time. It will be like, wow, thank you for putting effort. But my main intention for doing it was for myself, was to boost my own confidence, right? So how does it make you feel? It's about you. How does the result you got, how does it make you feel? After you use that scrub, how did it make you feel? How excited are you? Let them see through you how excited you are. Then be passionate and show emotions. Like, don't be dry. Just be saying, you see, actually, when I use the scrub, I woke up in the morning. As in, I'm sharing my story now. I woke up in the morning, and my face was very, very, bright. Please, if I'm sharing the story like that, will you be like, she's not even excited? But if I be like, wow, I was like, I woke up in the morning and, excuse me, I looked at my face. My face was looking very bright, even the pimple had gone down, with excitement, people can see it through you. So it's important that you show emotions. If you're talking about maybe what was going on in your life before, you were not happy, let them see through you, not just your words. Show the emotions, show your excitement. So that's what your story should be like. Those are the do's, the things that should, your stories should showcase. Show your emotions. It's not only about the story, but also how you tell it. You might have a very beautiful story, but then if you say it wrongly or you don't pass it across properly, you're wasting your time. I've always been saying that Kenekon since like forever. Okay, so what are the don'ts when it comes to your product story? When you're creating your product story, what are the don'ts? The things you should not do, my people. Listen carefully, I beg you. The things that you should not do when you are creating your product story. If not, it won't be effective. right? Whether, and remember, it's not just about sharing online, we're talking about also sharing offline. It's social. So social can be face to face, can be on social media, as long as you're relating with people. So draw your 2 ears and listen to me carefully. The things you should not include in your product story. Number one, don't exaggerate. Don't say, hey, I started using in fact, I used the Novage. I started using the next day like this. All my wrinkles just disappeared. My people. Or you just say, I had what's this called now? Stretch marks on my tummy. And I used our stretch mark combo. And in 2 days, the stretch marks disappeared. Both of us know you're lying. So don't exaggerate, please. Don't exaggerate when you're sharing your product. So it's very, very important. Make sure that your story is authentic. If it took you 6 months, if it took you 4 months to get to where you got to, or where you are right now, please say it. Like that guy I told you about, that he has a back acne. I told him, see, it didn't happen for my husband in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. It took several weeks before we started seeing results. So tell them the truth. Be very authentic. Don't lie. Don't exaggerate about the results. That's number one. Number two, don't refer to medical conditions. Like, I don't know, maybe any one of you is watching me here that you have asked me, maybe you brought a case to me and you'll be like, what do I use for this? I will first of all say, maybe this person needs to go and see a dermatologist too. Yes. Or we don't have solution to, we are not doctors, right? We can only recommend if we see that it's a topical thing that can be resolved and there are common stuff. But if it's looking, maybe somebody has a sore or something that you know that you should refer the person to a hospital for, please do that. Don't take up that job. So don't start claim. No, if I don't even put it there that our product will heal. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Don't refer to medical conditions. Never mention any disease or illness when you are creating your product story. Then do not make claims. That's number 3. Don't make claims or promises which are not true or misleading. Don't tell people once you start using this thing, your problem will be solved tomorrow. No. Be realistic. And then finally, do not share a list of features or overwhelm with technical information. You now want to share about maybe the oil. At least when you start mentioning avocado oil, you start mentioning kiniko coconut oil, people, they can really easily relate with it. But then you now start sharing, the chemical formula of this, excuse me, ma. You will complicate things. People will not be interested in that. So don't start sharing excessively complicated stuff, technical terms. All right. So those are the do's and don'ts of your product story. Please, if you're watching, share. Just write in the comment section one do of creating your product story and one don't that you have learnt. I've shared four do's, 4 don'ts. I'll recap. Make it short and sweet. Make your story authentic and relatable. Focus on what the results mean to you, and then finally show emotions. Then the things that you should not do, don't exaggerate, okay? Don't refer to medical conditions. Don't make claims or promises that are not true or that can mislead people. And then you should not share a list of features or overwhelm with technical information. So please put it in the comment section. Number 3, is it of the do or the don't? Number 3 of the do. Focus on what the results mean to you. Then for the don't, number 3, if it's the don't, do not make claims or promises which are not true or that are misleading. Okay? I hope you got that, sis. So that's it. So I'll go on. What you have to ask yourself some questions when you are about to create your own product story. Number 1, 4 questions quickly. Number 1 question you're supposed to ask yourself: what concern did I have before I started using the product? For me, my own is very clear. It was pimples. Okay, like my skin is my selling point. It's the most thing I sell. And then of course, perfumes. I had an issue with perfumes hurting my body, hurting my skin. Like I couldn't use perfumes on my skin, and then sometimes it chokes me, right? So that was the problem. Okay, so number one, you need to ask yourself, what was the concern I had before I started using this product? It has to be clear. Number two, how was I introduced to the product? So these are the things that will make your product story excellent. Yes. Okay, thank you, sis. Okay, glad. Thank you. I'm glad you got it. All right, so thank you, Sister Esther. She says, do make your story authentic and don't exaggerate. Excellent. Clap for yourself. You're a good student. Yes, so now we're talking about the questions you asked yourself. I said, number one, what was the concern you had? Number two, how was I introduced to the product? Like I'm already using my own self to, make it practical. So how was I introduced? I was introduced by my sister, who felt concerned for me about my my predicament with makeup products that were, making my skin worse, my skin condition worse. And then number three question you're supposed to ask yourself, what products did I start using? Okay, what products did I start using? All right. Yes, Coach Yaboale, talk about what is relatable. Yes, and don't mention medical conditions. Excellent. Yes, so that's number three. What products did I start using? So you see the sequence. So you first say, for about 15 years, I was dealing with acne, and then my sister, one day she just recommended, she recommended this foundation to me, and then I started using it. Okay, the foundation is the one foundation. If your own is feminine, you want to talk about. If your own is the roll-on, so these are the steps. Just very short. You first of all talk about the problem you were having. How did you get introduced to it? And then which products did you start using? And then finally, what was the result? And then, of course, when you got the result, how did it make you feel? So that is that simple. Within 1 minute, it is done. That's what a product story is all about. That's how to share a product story. That's how to create a product story. So, like I said, it's good to share other people's stories. It's good to share other people's videos, but we need to come to that point where we find it easy to share our own story. It will be more effective to get people to buy from us because they can see through us. They can see the excitement. If I share somebody's story, marketing strategy. But if I'm showing you my before and after, unfortunately for me, back in the day, like, okay, there was a day I wrote about my feet. How I had cracked heels and stuff, and how beautiful my feet is looking now, and I put a picture of my feet there. And after that, I got a number of people telling me, oh, they wanted to buy something for their feet, right? So if I had shared somebody's feet or somebody's story, it might not have been that effective. So it's important that we note that. So those are the 4 major questions you're supposed to ask yourself and answer in your product story. I'm trying to work very fast with this. So assignment for us, pick a product you have used, you have loved, and do a product story. I want to see it, please. Create your own product story. Remember, it should be short. So those are the 4 things that we should see in your story. What was the concern? How did you get introduced to the product or to whatever it is that you used? Mention the product that you used, and then what was the result and how did it make you feel? That's an assignment. Something for the first person to submit. Yes, something for the first person to submit that assignment. A little gift for somebody to first submit. Yes, so that's that about that. So create your own product story, please. Remember the questions you have to ask and then answer them. So quickly, how do you create before and after photos? Now, like I said, okay, I was about to say that unfortunately for me back in the day, earlier on, I didn't really know the importance of having before, and after pictures. Like for my feet, I don't have a record of how my feet was like before, unfortunately for me, and it keeps paining me. Yes, let me talk like a small girl. It keeps paining me, it keeps peppering my body, that I don't have a picture of how my feet were before. My feet were really bad. They were cracked, you know, especially during Harmattan and stuff like that. I only have my after picture. So basically, it's important that we keep track. If you have a condition, take a picture before you start using the product. Like I saw my face. By the way, Coach Yabowale, you did not pay for the advert, or you use my face for adverts. Which day like that? My before and after picture. You know, I was just lucky to find that passport photograph that had all the shaku pimples on my face. You know, and that alone speaks volumes. It tells the story, right? So how do you create before and after photos? So how do you take your before photo before you start using the treatment? Make sure that you take the photo with a plain background. Okay, try as much as possible to see that your background is plain, not, you know, flower and everything that, you know, the whole place clumsy. Then keep the photo free from other distractions. Don't go and put flower in front of you, or, you know, let people be able to see clearly what the real situation is. Then make sure your camera is in focus and the lighting is even, so that you won't be having black here and then, you know, maybe light, you know, a lighter portion, and then they won't be able to really pick what the issue is. Then concentrate on the area the product is intended for. So like now, if it's just maybe something on this side, then I might want to turn my face so that you can see what that issue is, okay, from the picture. So focus or concentrate. So if I want to show them something on my face and I'm taking a full length picture, what does that mean? They won't even be able to see the face that I'm trying to show them, you know. So like you can see that picture that I took for my before and after, that's my shaku face, and the one that I have without makeup, without anything, right? I took it was just a small picture so that the focus is on wherever the problem is. So if the problem is on your feet, take a picture of your feet, not a full-length picture. We don't need a full-length picture, right? So, and then when you're creating your after picture, use this, try as much as possible to use the same background and position. So if I was showing them this side before, in my before picture, when the issue is resolved, I should come back with a picture of this side. Okay, let them see what is going on with that particular area, so that it won't be like you are deceiving people and saying what you are claiming, what is not really the thing. Then keep it real and authentic. Avoid filters. Don't go and now go and put it inside. Don't go and use Snapchat. Okay, let it be okay, just your camera, or let somebody just take a picture of you. Don't use pictures with filters. You have retouched it, you have hairbrushed it, and done different manipulations to it. Then try to use the same light. You don't use blue lighting before, and then you are using green light after. Blue and green are even close. Don't go and use red light before, and then go and use blue light after. Okay? So those are the tips when you are creating your before and after photos. So, and then if you have, let me chip this in, if you have anybody coming to you, please, let's try to take before pictures. It's going to help our own archives too, so along the line as we grow our business. So time is running out. I hope I'll be able to cover what I want to cover today. So let's try to take their pictures, of course with their permission, oh, please. So there are people that are really private. They don't want their face all over the place, all right? Before I was like that before, but now that I'm in the business, I don't care anymore. Let my face be everywhere. It's going to sell market for me. But there are people, so you have to seek their consent. Like people share maybe their progress with me on WhatsApp. If I want to share, I will ask that person. I'll be like, is it okay I share your picture? Is it okay I share, you know, I take a picture and share this image? If the person says okay, I can go ahead. Okay, I will ask them, okay, can I blind spot you? Or something like that. Just make sure you seek their permission for integrity's sake, please. But it's good that we have the before and after pictures of our clients or of our customers. Okay, so that's that about that. So how do you share using social media? I doubt if we'll be able to finish. Maybe next week we will take the second part, but let me just go on for now. I don't want to exceed 1 hour. So what makes a good social media post? Number one, it has a clear objective. When you're creating a post on social media, so now we are talking about social media posts, it must have a clear objective. What do you want the person seeing this post to do? That's the thing. When you're creating, don't just create aimless or senseless posts. There must be an objective. This post that I'm putting up, I want people to see what this product has done for me, or I want people to see what they can get from this thing. So for instance, you might say something like, looking to kickstart your skincare routine? Write a comment below and get access to exclusive skincare tips. Okay, that's an example. Okay, so what do you want people to do? You are putting like a call out. All right, so it must have a clear objective. Number two, it must be engaging. A post that engages people, that will make them comment back or give a feedback. Okay, don't just leave it back and say, oh, my face was this. People might just walk up past. But if you say, oh, would you like to learn, or would you be interested in? If you are interested, drop a hi. If you are, there must be a call to action basically. So make sure that your product engages. Ask people to respond in a specific way. For example, you might take two products. Like I did a video with our Amber Elixir. I have not edited it and joined it together, but I did a video with our Amber Elixir, and then you are asking, which one do you prefer out of this? Or which one would you love to try out of these two? Do you understand? So comment if you would like maybe the pink one, okay? Or click like if it's the orange one. Just give a specific thing that you want them to do. And then number three, about social media posts, it should capture attention. It should be captivating. Use beautiful pictures. Don't go and use a 3310. I hope you know that the current 3310 has a camera, because I have one that I'm using for my official line. So don't go and use it to take picture and put it on Facebook. Use very lovely picture. Let it be very clear. And thankfully, you might not even have to bother yourself so much about taking pictures yourself. Of course, it's good to take pictures yourself once in a while, but there are so many beautiful pictures. Go to Oriflame Nigeria Facebook page. You will find amazing pictures of our products. Go online self. There are times I just go on Google, I type Novage Men or Novage Kenek or whatever it is. You will find beautiful pictures that have been taken by different other people in the past. So those are the three elements that a good social media post has. As it has a clear objective, it engages, and number three, it captures attention. I hope we are still together. So those are the three things that makes a good social media post. Other things, use few words. Don't add, people are very impatient. If you write a very lengthy post, they might not read it. And maybe your call to action will be at the end of what you have written. After the epistle, they won't even read to that place. So let's try as much as possible to make it as short as possible. Now, another thing we need to know about social media, maybe some of us are saying, I don't have many friends on social media. You start one day. You start building your customer base. You start building your influence gradually. It's something you start doing gradually. And with time, people will know you for what you do. Rome was not built in a day, but you have to start. It is what you have not started that. What you have not started, you can't say you want to finish. You can't say you are getting to your destination. You have not started the journey. You are saying, I have not gotten to my destination. You can't get to your destination. You have to start from somewhere. But in starting and in doing it, and this is one problem that some people have, you just come every day, come and buy lip balm tomorrow, come and buy lipstick next tomorrow. If you go to my Facebook page, for instance, you rarely see come and buy, or just go and check, come and buy, come and buy. No, I don't do that. Of course, once in a while you can put up a post to call them to buy, but that shouldn't be the central focus. Do other stuff, write exciting stuff, write inspirational stuff, things that people can relate to. Pray. If it's prayer, post prayer today. Post a picture of your normal life tomorrow. Maybe something that you are doing, and a little video of how you walk, or a little video of how you drive. Just spice it up. Don't let it be about buy. So it shouldn't be always promotional. Okay, don't just post to promote products. Post about other things that are interesting and relevant to your followers too. You might give them tips, things that will add value to their lives, not just come and buy, come and buy. If you are always come and buy, they will feel she doesn't care. She's all about the money, right? And they won't buy from you. And then your posts, make sure that you stay real with your posts. Encourage an honest dialogue about your products and business to give an authentic perspective and build trust. Remember, for people to buy from you, there are 3 things. Please, let me put it in the comment section. People must know you. People must like you. And they must trust you. 3 things before anybody will buy from you. The person will know you. I won't just send money to somebody I don't know. I don't know you from anywhere. I won't just send money to you. And that's why people put maybe their products on Jumia or something, because olokundi, so to say, like you can trace the person, right? So if I don't know you and you are saying that you are selling this, I won't buy from you. So you must know, or people must know you. How do they know you? Put yourself out there. And this is why we are doing this training about social selling. Let people know what you do. Put yourself out there. Let people know. Let them see your face. Let them know what you do. Let them read from you. Not that you will come on your birthday, you update your profile picture. That's what people do. They update their profile picture on their birthday, and then off they go until 2021 again. They'll come back and update. People will not know you that way. But at least be in their faces. Put up posts often. Okay, that's how people will get to know you, right? Number 2, I said they have to like you to be able to buy from you. They have earned your trust because they have been relating with you. And then number 3, they have to trust you. So they must know you, like you, and trust you before they will be able to buy from you. If they don't trust you, they won't buy from you because they might feel, maybe she's just after the money. But if they trust you, they know, you won't give them something that is going to harm them really, because they have built a relationship, and trust comes from relationships. Okay, that's why they say that trust is something that is earned, and that's why it's important that we don't, say things that are not realistic. We don't give exaggerations. So I hope that we got that very clearly. So those are, I think I've mentioned 6 basic things that makes a good social media post. Please, if you can remember anyone, put it in the comment section. Let me just run through it. Number 1, it has a clear objective. Number 2, a good social media post engages. Number 3, a good social media post captures attention. Number 4, a good social media post uses few words. People are not that patient to read a epistle. Then that's number 4, right? Number 5, not always promotional. Not always promotion. Not every time come and buy roll-on, come and buy body spray, come and buy. Not every time come and buy. Do other stuff. Do other interesting things. Let people get to know you. Let them get to know, my favorite food. And this is how I walk. This is how I'm just saying, let them get to know you a little bit. That way they begin to like you, and then they can now trust you. All right, and then I said finally, make sure that your post stays real, right? I think we should stop there for today, or what do you think? What do you think? I think we should stop there for today so that we'll continue next time. I don't want this video to be too long. What do you think, guys? And I hope you have gotten value. If you have gotten value, please write value in the comment section. Yes, thank you, Sister Esther. For people to buy from you, they must know you, they must trust you, they must like you. Yes, let's stop doing shy, baby. I am shy. I don't want people to, I don't know how to talk to people. Now lie. We talk to people all the time. If you go to the market, please, you are shy to tell the person selling vegetable that you want to buy vegetable. No, you are not. They are not going to eat you up. So we should not be shy. Let's get ourselves out there. Like there are people, they just call me up and be like, oh, maybe I saw your post like how many months ago. I'm now interested in that product. Because I put myself out there. If I did not put myself out there for people to know, they won't know I have that thing. And I will just be there. I will say, I'm not getting sales. So we have to put ourselves out there. And remember, it's not just online, also offline. If you have gotten value, please let me know in the comment section if you have gotten value, or if you are getting value from this training. I'm thinking of stopping here for today. Let me just round off with this one thing. Let me round off with the. Let me round off with this. Okay, like I've seen some people. I've seen posts of Oriflame consultants before. They will just pack all their products. Maybe they have been stocking up. They have 5 bottles of Love Nature, 20 bottles of this, 30 bottles of this. They will now pack everything together and snap the picture and say, I have market, so come and buy. Doesn't make sense. It won't attract customers that way. But okay, I'm talking about Novage, maybe E-collagen. I just put my set and then I have my head wrap. Okay, I put on my robe and excuse me, that's why you should got my mouth is getting tired. You know, I told you before I'm hungry. I just came back. So I even have to stop this like now. So some people will be like, and that's why it's very important for us to get our, the towel, So you put on your robe, you put on your towel, you just put it up on your head, fine like this, and you now put the what's it called now, your set or whatever product you want to talk about. It's catchy, unlike for you to just carry all the perfumes you have or all the products you have, put it on the table and then snap picture. I have market, or come and buy. What are they buying? So we must be very intentional about the kind of pictures we put out there, the kind of posts we put out there. It's very, very important. So to round off, let people match a face to what you are doing. Don't be shy. They are not going to hit you up. Yes, don't be shy about it. Don't be shy to do a short video. Gradually you're going to get used to it. I didn't start doing videos like in one day. When I started, there will be times I will be my mouth will be shaking or something, but I started doing videos like since a very long time ago. Even before I started this business, I've been doing inspirational posts, inspirational videos and stuff like that. But it was one day I started. I didn't bring it from heaven. It is not something that I carried from heaven come. No be carry come, no be kodo come. Okay, but I gradually began to build confidence. If you do it today, you get 20%. By the time you are trying it the next time, you're going to get like 40%, and then it's going to get better. So let's get ourselves out there. Let's people see our faces. You can take a picture with a scrub, take a picture with the oil or with one perfume or stuff like that. So let people see who is behind the business. And like I said, finally, the 80-20 rule is what I want to quickly share. The 80-20 rule. Now, the 80% lifestyle content, and then 20% content produced by Oriflame. So can you see that people love things that have personal touches? When they see things that you're talking about yourself, you're talking about your experiences. Like even regularly, even before I started this business, when I share stories, maybe about my son, about my marriage, about my husband, You know, those kind of posts usually get better engagement than for me to just go and copy something from somewhere and then post it. So there is that thing about personal touch, about, you know, touch, human touch. People relate more with that. So the 80% of your post, of whatever you are posting on social media, should be about your lifestyle. So 80% lifestyle content, and then 20% content produced by Oriflame. So what your lifestyle content, what does it involve, or what does it, you know, what is in your lifestyle content that you put out there, which should be 80% of whatever you are posting. That means if you are posting, if you put up 10 posts in a week, 8 of those posts should be about your lifestyle, while only 20% should be about product or whatever. I hope you get the ratio. So it's very important that we get that. So once you raise the bar about your product, people will begin to look at it that this person is just about the money. This person is just about, you know, wanting to get money from us. But if it's more about your lifestyle, you're natural about it, you talk about your life, you talk about your experiences, you talk about product stories, it's more relatable that way. So please know which one should be more than the other. So quickly, let me just run through the lifestyle content. What should be involved in your lifestyle content? Number one, product recommendation and review. So you can do a review of our new oil, of perfume that you love and stuff like that. Give beauty tips and tutorials like we do. If you check my WhatsApp status, for instance, I put up that post that I put up in the group this morning was what I used, okay, as my status, you know, to educate people about how to get the glowing skin that they want. So give beauty tips and tutorials. Then your own product stories and experiences. Once in a while you share your story, your own personal story. Then before and after photos. Once in a while you chip in before and after stories. Yesterday night before when I came back, or in the morning when I applied my makeup, this is how I looked. When I came back in the night, this was how I was still looking, just to show them that, okay, our makeup is something that you can wear from morning till night and you'll still be fine. Do you understand? Something like that. So before and after photos, and then content from conferences, beauty meetings. If you go to SPO, you take a picture with a maybe both of you just take a picture with our product, or near a billboard or something that has, you know, that talks about Oriflame. So let people know the life that you live, how beautiful the life is, the lifestyle. Remember, Oriflame is not just about how you look, but also how you feel. So now the 20% content that is produced by Oriflame, that's 20% of your post. What should it include? New product launches. Oh, we have a new product that, you know, remember like our Novage Ultimate Lift. Within shorter period, I think 4 weeks, yes, you begin to see results, or 2 weeks or thereabout. You begin to see results, unlike before when it was 12 weeks, right? Then we have product posts. You can give product posts. This is the benefit of this product. It has this, and it's good for this. You can put up that kind of post once in a while. Then get the look stories, like for our color cosmetics, for our makeup. You want your eye to be sorrowing like my own is. Do you want your brows to be on flick like mine? Get the look. Do you understand? Something like that. So, do you love this color of lipstick? You can get the look. Do you understand? Something like that. Then, beauty edits. If you go to the website, there are different articles. Like I was sharing some links. I think I shared in the group. So I was sharing some links with one of the team members. You know, she was asking what she could share and stuff. I said, go to the website. You see them talking about should somebody with oily skin still moisturize? So you can pick up that article from the website and then share on your page or share on your social media. So let's stop there. So that's that. We are stopping with the 80-20 rule. I hope to continue from there in the next training class. So is there any question before we close for today? So I'll do the the final part where we'll be talking about sharing content from Oriflame apps. We'll talk about how to share the catalog. So any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? If there's no question, should I end the class? You know, we have not even talked about inviting to buy. We just talked about sharing to generate interests. So remember, I talked about 3 basic things. Okay, 3 basic things that you need to do to get people to get interested in your product. And I said we have sharing to generate interest, inviting to buy, and then engaging with customers. So we have only talked about sharing to generate interest. How do you share correctly so that people are interested in what you have to offer? So we have already looked at introduction to social selling, what is social selling all about, then how to share to generate interest. So the next class we'll be looking at inviting to buy and engaging with customers. All right, thank you guys for joining. If you have not, see, everything I've said in this video is very important. There are important things you need to look at. If your Facebook is started with different things, you need to go and do an overhaul of your page, of your Instagram, of your social media, these things, pages. Make sure that they are conforming. If you look at the statistic and you have more posts about the content, about come and buy, please go and remove them, okay, and begin to share value. It has to be, remember the 80-20 rule. Very, very important. If you missed any part of this video, please take time, watch it from the beginning again, and take note of what we have shared. All right, so that's where we close for today. Thank you guys for joining, everyone that joined the class. I'll see you in the next class by God's grace. It is well. Let's go and close strong. You still have the opportunity to qualify. At least do something before the end of this month so that you can qualify for the towel set and the product sets. All right, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night.